Hey guys, I just wanted to post a video because I did pick up Skyrim today. I've only played it for about 45 minutes so far, but I wanted to give a quick demo of how the character creation works because I figured a lot of people would be interested to see that. I'll probably be doing a Let's Play. In fact, I'm almost positive I will be. But for now, I just wanted to show this off because I know that's something I'm always interested in whenever a new game comes out, is how the character creation looks. So, first of all, I will say it is a lot nicer than Oblivion's. I know that in Oblivion I had the hardest time trying to create a nice looking character. There are these presets, and actually I'm going to show a human race, I think. You can kind of drag the mouse to get your character to turn, rather than rotating the camera. The Khajiit look really nice compared to Oblivion as well. They look very cat-like. And the orcs as well look pretty mean. And the elves look, you can definitely tell the difference between an elf and a human, which is kind of cool. So let me go ahead and choose, I'll just go with Nord, I suppose. So obviously you can change gender. There are various presets. I think I already said that. But then from these presets you can choose to modify your character. So rather than starting from scratch, you have quite a few options. And the female faces look so much better than Oblivion. I'll just go ahead and go with this one. There's a variety of skin tones. There's not that really complicated slider that was in Oblivion. And then the weight doesn't really change a lot. Can't notice it that much, but it's nice to have something besides just, the face. So move on to the head. Various complexions. Again, these are presets, but they actually work much nicer than Oblivion's, in my opinion. Now you can set the dirt on your characters and set the color of the dirt. There are various scars. And then a feature that I didn't think I would like, but is actually pretty neat, is the war paint. There are quite a few different ones that actually look pretty cool. And I think they're actually different for every race. I think some are the same, but then there's some different ones. You can change the color. Go ahead and go with that, I suppose. Then there are various nose types. Again, instead of the a billion sliders to kind of decide how the nose is going to look. But then after you choose a nose type, you're actually able to go down here and change, how high the nose is, how long the nose is. Jaw width, obviously. Jaw height is more obvious from this side. Jaw forward. Kind of like the overbite, underbite thing. You can do cheekbones. It's all the way up, all the way down. A lot of these are kind of subtle. You can see cheek width right there. Then you can change the color of the cheeks if you want like more blushing-ish. Or dirty, perhaps. Laugh lines, these are called. Lower cheek color. Nose color. Gen color. It's funny because actually by limiting the number of options, it seems to be a bit nicer. There are various eye shapes that you can choose. Then in addition to choosing the eye shape, let's go with that one. Well, let me show this first. The eye colors are interesting because with the Oblivion, excuse me, there were mods to make, you know, non-human eyes for the non-human races. In this game, you're actually able to choose some non-human eyes, like for instance these ones, and then like the white eyes. So it's pretty neat. Like the modders aren't going to have to take care of that for people who like to roleplay or whatever. That looks pretty freaky though. Then you can change how high up the eyes are, how wide the eyes are, depth of the eyes. Then there's eyeliner color, eyeshadow, and then eye tint, which is kind of underneath. Then you move on, there's the brow. You can choose various types. Varying from mildly upset to incredibly pissed off. Then you can also change the height on the brow to make it appear more or less angry. And the width. And how forward it is. And then you move on to the mouth. I know one of the things that I struggled with the most in Oblivion, character creation-wise, was making the mouth not look incredibly silly. So again, there are some presets for the shape. I was showing someone earlier and I said this was normal. This was Angelina Jolie. Har har har, right? Go with that one. And then you can change, you know, how high up the mouth is, how forward it is, width of the chin, length of the chin, how far forward it is, and then there's also lip color. Okay, then we'll move on to the hair. Now there are quite a few choices. Some of them aren't as good as I would have hoped, but you know it's going to be like 2 days before the hair pack comes out, so no worries there. I'm sure we'll see those same hairs that we've seen in Oblivion and Fallout 3. Can we turn all the way around? Kind of. No, that's more like Fallout 3 right there. So there's a pretty good variety here. I don't know, I don't really care, because I'm just doing this as a demo, so. And then the hair color is actually also preset, which might be a little disappointing if people wanted to do, like, you know, crazy colors of hair. But again, I'm sure that there will be a mod that changes this and does, you know, pretty much anything else that people would want done. So let's go back to the beginning and try making a male character, just to show off how that works. There we go. And then let's do like an elf, probably a dark elf. So let's check out some of the presets. Dark elves all look pretty mean in the presets. We'll start with this one. This guy looks pretty classy. You notice the weight a lot more on the male characters, I suppose. So let's go up. Actually, let me turn this war paint off real quick so I can see his face better. Yeah, so you can see here the war paint. Obviously this is going to be a male character versus a female character, but there are some different war paint designs. That one looks pretty cool. That one's actually really cool too. Like I said, I haven't played this game for all that long yet. I kind of like that one, actually. Let's go with that. So same kind of things, you know. It's got kind of a pudgy nose here. So what we're going to want to do is change the nose length, I suppose. And maybe the height as well? No. The way, like, with how nice the character creation in this is, I'm actually rather tempted to create multiple characters, which is something I don't normally do in Elder Scrolls games. I usually feel like, you know, one is enough. Just because I don't want to have to repeat quests and that sort of thing, but I mean, I haven't really played too much, so I don't know how much variety there is. But from what I've played, I'm really kind of liking it. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, I see. I guess the eye colors are different for the different races. Do this like he's missing an eye. We'll stick with that. Make it like he's blushing. Okay. One thing that's kind of nice, kind of interesting at least, is that each race, in Oblivion, again I'm going to make the comparison, you could kind of make any race look like any other race to an extent. In this it seems more like, the elves look more like elves, you know, each type of human race looks more like that race. So there's more of a difference, it seems like, in the races. It's kind of interesting. We can give him some lipstick, I suppose. But perhaps not. So then the hair. It's a very elven type of hair. Come to think of it, I can't recall ever seeing a bald dark elf. I'm sure there is one, I just probably haven't noticed. Seeing as we are dark elf, we kind of have to do something a little bit crazy. I kind of like that one myself. Then you can also change the facial hair here. Kind of like a 5 o'clock shadow. Neck beard. Bushy neck beard. Very bushy neck beard. Yeah, the classy, the metal goatee. This is really a very good variety here. Ridiculous sideburns. We're gonna go with, we're gonna go with, kind of like that one. That looks pretty good. So that's the character customization. After you do this, the game basically starts. I mean, we've already watched the intro, but I'm sure everybody's seen that a billion times. So I'm gonna cut this video off here, and you can look for my Let's Play coming up pretty soon. Until then, hopefully this video helped. You know, if you could leave me a comment letting me know if it was helpful, if you liked it, whatever. I would appreciate it. Until next time, I will see you guys. Thanks.